I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Hello, my friends. We are here at this Mortal Kombat-ish backdrop, looking at Mortal Kombat figures. As we last one we looked at, I believe, was Cabal over here. Still admiring the McFarlane Sub-Zero, great looking figure. We looked at this guy a while ago, and as we mentioned before, Mr. McFarlane is steadily, let's raise that camera up a little bit. And as we mentioned before, Mr. McFarlane is releasing his new Mortal Kombat line, which is basically repaint with a higher price and fewer accessories, and a Jade Toys-inspired Street Fighter box. So we're going to go ahead and go back and unearth the Mortal Kombat figures that I had purchased a while ago that I hadn't opened or was unable to sell. Such as Kotal Kahn, the right-hand man, I believe, of Shao Kahn. And I think is he the current ruler of Outworld or Elseworld or whatever they call it? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's looking pretty darn good in that box, I think. Back of the box for anybody who gives a darn about that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get Kotal Kahn out of the box. And here goes Kotal Kahn with all of his accessories. That has an actual name, his sword, his beat-up stick, which I cannot pronounce, so we're not going to try, and of course his stand. We might as well go ahead and mention this right now. One of the problems with this particular line of action figures is that they have really, really tiny feet. I mean, really, they have really tiny feet. But anyway, Kotal Kahn is looking like the Aztec-inspired beast that he is, looking damn good. But let's say we take a closer look at Kotal Kahn. So I'm 5 or 6 figures into this line, and as far as I can tell, it's straight fire. I mean, these figures look great. Let's take a look at the details of old Kotal Kahn here, if you don't mind. Love the headpiece, even though it comes out real easy. But I dig why they couldn't make it in because they had to fit it in the box. I might have to glue it in. I mean, I'm not going to ever not use him with his headpiece, so. The golds look great. Admittedly, they look a little better under the lights than they do to the naked eye. The lights are really helping bring out the goldness of the golds. The details of the body, the paint apps. I mean, come on, this thing here, this looks ridiculous. I get it. This line, obviously, because I either got these figures at Ross for a few dollars, or I got them at Entertainment Earth for a fire sale. One or the other. But yeah, I didn't pay a lot of money for it. And of course, the tiny feet, the super tiny feet that he has. Why are their feet so small? If we were to bring in a rumor real quick, his feet are pretty much the same size as this girl, as this child. Rumor. But regardless of the tiny feet, just absorb the detail and the paint of apps. I honestly can't find any real problem. I mean, it looks like the paint apps look clean. The sculpting looks fantastic. I don't know, should they have put maybe some tattoos on his back? I don't know if the actual Kotal Kahn has paint on his back, but regardless, his beat-up stick is looking nice and well-textured. Again, maybe, if you want to complain about something, maybe a slight wash to bring out some of these details in the beat-up stick. But otherwise, just take a look at this guy. This is a figure. The waist, the kilt and the waist medallion, which I'm sure has a proper name as well. Yeah, this is a nice looking figure. Nice looking figure. He doesn't necessarily need the stand the way that my main man Kabal needed the stand. He still has a little trouble standing. But, you know, his articulation, if you care, you know, it's a McFarlane figure. It's pretty much the same. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. He might have a better ab crunch than Kabal because he doesn't have all of the... Nah, it's the same. I was going to say that maybe his ab crunch is a little better than Kabal because Kabal has a lot of plastic kind of surrounding his ab area. But nope. He has no plastic surrounding his ab area, and he can barely move forward or back ab crunch wise. But yeah, he can get good extension. He can throw out his legs like so. If you need him to strike a pose, get him flying through the air with his beat up stick. Maybe, you know, a pair of hands, a fist hands. I mean, he is a fighting character who, you know, beats up people, more or less. I know he has a different set of special moves and fighting style, but still, his head moves pretty good. A little bit of rock to the left and the right, not much back or front. Actually, Kabal has better articulation than this guy, oddly enough. But he still can do reasonable enough things that you would need your fighting character to do for whatever type of scenes or photography that you are setting up for this guy. But truly, the selling point of this particular figure, if you were to track him down, is less his articulation, more his presentation. Because the presentation of this guy is on point. And here goes Kotal Kahn, a figure which represents what Todd McFarlane used to be famous for as far as his figures, which is great presentation, beautiful sculpts, wonderful paint apps. Not so much anymore, especially with his DC Multiverse line, which we all know is going away. But, you know, I would imagine, hopefully, he can bring it back to the greatness of what he was known for, which are figures like this. But yeah, there is not a lot wrong with this figure. What little complaints I might have are silly, like his tiny feet. He could probably have just a little bit bigger feet to help him stand better. But otherwise, Kotal Kahn is a nice looking figure. He articulates well enough for what I think that you would want him to do. Again, I can't remember what I paid for him, but I know I paid very, very little for him. A worthy addition to anyone's video game fighting library. And